if I can't find them. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm off-roading here. Greetings from Dystopia, episode 190. Connect the dots? Got a Facebook message through the page about what I meant by that when I say connect the dots. It's literally just that on my maps. When I hike a new trail or a piece of trail I don't know, if for whatever reason, say I can't do the complete loop, but I find an interim route, I'll drop a pin on the map, and then I know that when I go back next time, because it's a red pin, I need to go back and finish a loop to that point. And that's basically all it is. It's just playing connect the dots. So I'm heading back to Heritage Quarry as a good example. It's a loop trail, but while I was out there hiking it the other day, I found that the trail actually has a center trail in it that's not part of their trail. But it took me back down to a parking lot. And because I was running out of time, I said, all right, I'll drop a pin at that parking lot. And then I just backtracked to close the eastern half. So if you think about it, it was a loop, but that center trail created more of an 8 or an infinity symbol. So I did that center loop and then went back around. So I've closed off the east side. Today I'm going to go back and just pick up at that pin and do the west side and come back. And that's literally what I mean, is I'm just connecting dots on trails. Interconnecting trails are trails that are seemingly not anywhere near each other on a map, but yet, whether it's animals or people have built a connector trail, I will go back and connect those two trails. It's just part of the fun for me. And I guess you could say that's the LandNav or the orienteering part of the hobby of hiking. And that's one of the things I enjoy. So I'll go back and finish it today. Question from Chris again. This is following on alcohol stoves. They are easy to build. They really are. And one of the easiest is just to take a cat food can or a small tuna can, cut the lid off of it, take a hole punch, like a paper hole punch, punch a series of rings right below the steel band around the top. You cut a series of holes in a ring, space them out about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch all the way around. And then you come back and you drop down that same amount, so leaving, a good 1/2 to 3/8 to 1/2 an inch in the bottom of the can. And you punch a second row in every other spacing. Does that make sense? So if you look at it, the holes are going like that all the way around the can. That's one of the easiest ones. I don't like them because they're not fuel efficient at all, and they don't get very hot. So that's like the easiest one to make. But yeah, they can be really simple. My plan today is to go back and start on the alcohol stoves video. I want to look for my little toolkit, if you will. It's one of the Ziploc brand leftover containers. And I have little blocks of wood in it with razor blades screwed to them. And it's done, to make stoves in a mass scale, I guess you could say. Just to make things easy for me. So yeah, if I can find those tools, I'll start on this. Well, I'm going to start on the video either way. If I can't find the tools, then I will just create new ones. You asked about the Trangia the other day. I'll pull out the Trangia maybe tomorrow and show you how it mates up with the firebox stove and that, because you did seem to have a little bit of interest in that. And there is something positive about that, about having multiple tools for the same thing. Like I joke about always having like 5 different ways to make coffee. Yeah, because I need my coffee. But yeah, that's just something to play with, you know. So it's always a good idea to have multiple, particularly when it comes to heat, cooking. Not so much for the food. You can always eat the food cold. But for water treatment, yeah, you need to be able to boil, particularly backcountry. So having a way to burn wood and to burn alcohol or isobutane and then wood, you know, so you have multiple ways to boil. That is important. So you're on the right track. You know, I was talking about the tools. It's funny, I was just talking to my oldest brother yesterday about this. I ordered a micro lathe right about the time COVID shutdown happened, particularly from China. So it was a couple weeks prior to our shutdown. And the lathe never arrived. So I about 2 weeks ago, filed a buyer protection thing, whatever you want to call it, with PayPal, because I either want the lathe, I paid for it, or I want my money back. Ironically enough, I found the exact same lathe on Amazon now. So, and it's $2 more with free shipping. So once I get that refund, if I don't get the lathe, I'll buy the other one. And the lathe was to make tools for me to simplify making alcohol stoves. That's something I used to do for fun, and I want to get back into it a little bit. And making these tools is a good thing. And like, you know, Chris had asked me about the tools to do it, and this is a perfect example where I could potentially say, you know, here's a kit for X dollars. I'm not going to rip you off, but you get what I'm saying. Here, use this kit, and here's an instruction manual. So that's one of the plans. All right, I have arrived. This place is busy today. I should just turn around and go and come back Monday or Tuesday, but I'm already here. Might as well do it. All right, I'll see you guys out on the trail. All right, so now back to the connect the dots. I've just finished this middle trail, and I'm almost back up to the main trail. And up here, I'm going to hang a left instead of a right. So now we're going to go do that western part of the trail. Finish off this loop. The loop that wasn't a loop. So, yep, I came in that way last time. Now, we're going to go this way and finish the loop. Still freaking out over that massive tree that was out here last time. That thing is unbelievable. It had to be 9 feet in diameter. That was a question I got one time too, was why don't I always have a pack? Like today I don't have a pack. I didn't necessarily need it when I was out here last time, but I knew I was going to be stopping for lunch both trips. The one day I was just out here to play around and walk the I&M. The next time I came out to walk this trail I'm on now. But yeah, so I don't always carry a pack, especially if it's a shorter route. But if I know I'm going to be out there for the day or the weather may change, then yeah, then I carry a pack with more stuff. Extra gear, extra, you know, everything. Metropolitan water. Bunch of signs up here on this fence, and I was trying to figure out what this was. Kind of interesting. So I wonder if that applies to that whole quarry. On that side, it must. Stuff like that always interests me. Why did you block this off? Hey, just a quick interruption to the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already. Please subscribe. Hit the bell icon for notifications if you want them. you can choose either, just that video, certain videos, or no notifications. So make sure you do that if you would, please. All right, back to the video. Well, looking at the map, I don't have far to go, and I've done the loop. It's kind of disappointing. I thought I left off with more than that. But they do have extra trails that run back to the west, so I may just go to complete the loop, drop the pin, and then do a couple of these smaller trails just to get a little bit of a walkout today. Nice and chilly this morning, 48 right now. That's like the perfect morning. And so far, yeah, it looks like the end of the trail right up there. This is a nice trail. There's plenty to look at too as you start looking around down in the portions that were, the old quarry. You start to look up in the woods here, and there's random rock piles, and you can kind of see the type of stuff they had to sort through when they built it, when they dug the quarry. Every now and then you come across a massive block of concrete with some old riveted steel. I always think that kind of stuff's pretty cool. Yep. If I'd have realized it the other day, I would have just finished this loop. I was that close to being done. Not even half a mile. Oh well. It's alright. It gives me an hour to do some exploring. Take a look at what else is out here. Alright, so now I have completed Heritage Quarry. I was just looking at the map. There's another mile section of the I&M I can pick up just down the road here, and it's a piece I'm missing, so I'm going to run around there and hit that, but I got to charge the camera on the way. Well, after looking at the map, I had missed this stretch. Actually, from Heritage Quarry into old downtown Lemont. So it'd be just over a mile round trip to my other marker, so I'm going to go ahead and knock this section out and then call that a day. So just to give you an idea, down here's the I&M. Heads back to the west, or to the east, I'm sorry. Parked right over there. So at one time, the canal used to be this open. So the bridge is way down there, is where I have to go to and then come back. Hey, there's a squirrel on that tree right there. But yeah, it still amazes me that at one time, the I&M Canal was the lifeblood of the Midwest. It went to places by water that trains didn't go by rail, and then the trains came in and replaced it. I just think it would be so amazing to open the I&M back up and be able to travel down it, just like they do in the UK. Whenever I see shelters like this along trails, I always stop and go in and take a quick look and just see if there's any bats that didn't make it back to their place on time. Occasionally I'll find a few of them. These apartments or townhomes here, they're actually kind of cool. They have little rooftop units. I'm not sure if it's the top floor gets the roof or if they're like micro apartments up top, but they look really cool. And it's a good view. So now we're coming into downtown Lemont. And the bridges. You can actually see, like this building here and this one right across here, actually used the old field stone that was quarried from around here. There's another view of that apartment building. It's just the top units always remind me of Paris. How beautiful are these units? I'm down here with the little trees out on their front porches. So if you're walking the I&M on this section, on the corner when you come over the bridge is Pollyanna Brewing Company. You have to actually go around the building and come down the parking lot. And there's a back set of stairs that leads down here, and then this continues up here just a little bit, and then you catch the I&M again. So now you can see I've completed that loop through those units, but you could probably walk down this road. I don't know if this is meant to be an alleyway or what, but it also connects back to the canal. Hey guys, not a bad walk, 3.66. That'll do for today. What is it? That'll do, pig, that'll do. I gotta admit, it was tempting to stop in downtown Lemont at the one pub. As I walked by, all I could smell was beef on a grill. So yeah, it smelled pretty damn good too. It used to be an old German place down there. Didn't have a German name, but when you went in and looked at the menu, there was no doubt where they were from originally. I can't find the place. I'll have to go back one day. Well, actually, I could probably do it now, but it would just be neat to find that old restaurant, and when things calm down a little bit, get up there and find some good grub. And we'll give you the shot as we go down through the old downtown. So, you know, it's all the typical stuff: clothing store, jewelry store, art store, antique store, tons of restaurants, financial planner, there's another bar, truck repair. This right here on the right, this bridge is where I just came up and looped around to go back over the I&M. Bakery with a camera crew. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, spin you guys back around as I head back out on the main road. Stop the train tracks. And back on the road. Oh, there used to be a really cool coffee shop here too. Al Cappuccino's. It's not there anymore. It's a bookstore or something now. What's this? Must be a recycling event. Yep, bicycle recycling. That's kind of different. Anyway, and there comes the train. Amtrak. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Been a good day. No complaints, and I'm getting back before the rain. We're due a fair bit of rain tonight, so still not going to complain. We still need rain. As much as we've had lately, we're still inches behind normal rainfall. Of course, it's the end of harvest, but still need to get that ground prep for winter, right? All right, guys, that's it for today. Be good, be well, wear a mask if you have to, stay smart, be strong, stay mighty, be mighty. That's what it takes. Keep your intestinal fortitude strong. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.